A Sigma male doesn't just go silent, he disappears. When he cuts you off, it's never by accident. These men don't waste time on games. If you've been shut out, chances are you made a serious mistake. Maybe you crossed a boundary, or perhaps your true nature surfaced, and they didn't like what they saw. Sigma men don't make choices impulsively, but when they decide you're out, it happens instantly. No drawn-out explanations, just silence. It may not be pleasant, but it's a reality you need to accept. Here are 4 reasons why a Sigma male suddenly goes silent on you. Number 1, he figured out you wanted to use him. A Sigma man can easily detect when someone is trying to take advantage of him, and it's one of the things he dislikes the most. While he doesn't mind helping others, he refuses to do so when it feels one-sided or insincere. His intuition is sharp, and it rarely leads him astray. The moment he senses hidden motives, everything shifts. At first, he might distance himself, hoping you'll own up to the truth. But if nothing changes, he'll disappear without explanation. What may seem like simple friendship at first quickly turns questionable when patterns emerge, and Sigma males are experts at spotting them. Friendship should be built on mutual respect, and if the balance feels off, it becomes clear who's benefiting more. They're not mind readers, but they are keen observers. They'll notice when your calls only come in times of need, or when you show up just because there's something in it for you. It's like an internal alarm signaling that the connection isn't as genuine as it once seemed. This isn't about counting favors or keeping track. It's about fairness and integrity. Sometimes subtle signs give it away, like conversations always steering toward your requests or compliments coming with strings attached. When a Sigma starts to feel like a tool rather than a valued companion, it's more than just an annoyance. It's a deep betrayal of trust. If he feels unappreciated, his natural instinct is to retreat. He understands his worth and refuses to waste time on disingenuous people. His silence becomes a form of protection, a quiet way to sever ties without unnecessary conflict. He doesn't need a large group of friends, especially not those with ulterior motives. Being used once makes him cautious, twice, and he vanishes. His withdrawal isn't about ghosting, it's self-preservation. When you cross the line into exploitation, don't be shocked when he walks away. Once you recognize his silence, you might finally see the truth he had already uncovered. Number 2, he caught you gossiping about him behind his back. Have you ever heard murmurs that send shivers down your spine? That sinking realization that someone you trust is speaking about you behind your back is unsettling. For a Sigma male, this scenario is a glaring warning sign, an act of betrayal he simply cannot overlook. Trust is everything to him, and once it's broken, it's nearly impossible to mend. Gossip feels like a silent dagger twisting behind the scenes, something he struggles to forgive. He values honesty and directness, not underhanded conversations and reckless speculation. The moment he senses whispers carrying his name, something inside him shuts down. He withdraws, stops engaging, and acts as if you no longer exist. No matter the excuse he gives, silence is always his response. Even if it started as a harmless remark, gossip has a way of spiraling out of control. It might have been a fleeting comment, carelessly thrown into the air without bad intentions. But as these things go, it spreads like wildfire. It's not about being overly sensitive. It's about holding truth and integrity above mindless rumors. Have you ever played the telephone game and watched how an original message transforms into something completely distorted? That's exactly how gossip works, and it frustrates a Sigma beyond measure. It feels like being trapped in a swarm of bees, each sting another falsehood. Rather than confronting the chaos, he chooses to walk away, prioritizing his peace of mind. Silence becomes his shield against betrayal, a quiet yet powerful response to disloyalty. Gossip is a game he refuses to play. The moment he catches wind of rumors surrounding his name, he steps away from the noise. leaving behind the deception for a space that values honesty. Number 3. He forgave you, but you messed up again. You were given forgiveness once, yet here you are, slipping up again. It's not just a minor misstep. It's the kind that feels eerily familiar. Trust had been painstakingly rebuilt, pieced back together bit by bit, but the fractures never truly disappeared. A broken bond is like a fragile vase. It can be mended, but it will never be the same. That lingering fear of it breaking again makes every new risk feel twice as overwhelming. When you make the same mistake a second time, the impact is even greater. Those past warnings aren't just distant echoes. They're loud reminders, practically shouting, "Remember last time?" Each misstep serves as a stark reflection of what went wrong before. This isn't about holding grudges. It's about acknowledging patterns and learning from history. Repeating mistakes is like rewriting an unwanted chapter in a book that should have already moved forward. For Sigma males, trust is invaluable. They gave you the chance to restore balance after your first mistake, hoping to believe in your intentions. But trust is a delicate balance, and once doubt creeps in, it tilts the scales fast. Some assume that being forgiven once means future forgiveness will come easily. However, every act of forgiveness drains emotional reserves, exhausting their capacity for empathy. It's like trying to fill a leaking glass. With every slip, the trust depletes faster than it can be restored. Eventually, the cycle becomes unsustainable. A Sigma doesn't walk away because he doesn't care. He steps back because he's given you chances, and you've squandered them. As much as he might want to stay, he understands when it's time to leave. Number 4. You kept pushing his boundaries after he set them clear. When someone continues to push boundaries even after they've been clearly set, patience can only stretch so far. It's not about being controlling or inflexible. It's about mutual respect. Boundaries aren't meant to isolate or restrict. They exist to maintain peace and personal well-being. Ignoring them isn't a simple mistake. It's a blatant disregard for someone's space and values. Think of the times you've drawn a line, expecting it to be honored. Each time it's crossed, it feels like a jab at your core, a small intrusion that over time becomes impossible to overlook. Silence follows, speaking volumes without a single word. It's not an act of pettiness or manipulation. It's a natural defense mechanism, a quiet retreat from overstepped limits. This isn't about being stubborn. It's about standing firm on what truly matters. Sigma males may be adaptable and open-minded, but they hold certain values that are non-negotiable. No matter how much they care for someone, they won't compromise their comfort or integrity. Every unaddressed violation slowly paves the way for distance. When trust and respect are absent, words lose their weight, and apologies feel empty. A Sigma might tolerate a few missteps, but eventually, he'll reach his breaking point. And when that moment comes, he won't argue. He'll simply walk away. That's all for this video. We hope you have found this video informative and interesting. Which one is the worst? Let us know in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching our video.